Hi again guys, I'm back with another batch of puzzles that I've got for sale on eBay to show you. About 75 on there at the moment I think. I need to start listing a few more each week because I'm actually getting close to the point of buying a house now. I've got one that I've got my eye on, so I need to raise the deposit or down payment, whatever you want to call it, kind of as quickly as possible now so that I've got the money available. First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to you all that have been buying my puzzles. I don't know if it seems like a big deal to you or not, but it really does to me. The fact that you're helping me to buy this property is really big deal to me, and I'm very grateful to all of you that buy my puzzles. And I just want to say again, as I said in other videos, a huge thank you because I really do appreciate it. So yeah, anyway, the first one listed this time around is yet another one of these Disney / Mefferts puzzle boards. It's Lion King, so you've got Lion King characters all around it. The Sheng Xiao 4x4 stickered with the Super Pokemon stickers that I'm sure you've seen on my channel numerous times before. Another one of the Mad Heads puzzles, which is surprisingly unpopular. I thought these might get a bit more, they're getting very low prices, but oh well, that's the way it goes. But this one's a really cool looking one, I think. 2x2 puzzle ball. An extremely rare custom puzzle made by Tony Fisher. This is a Siamese 5x5, so you've got two 5x5 cubes. Ishin cubes they are joined together. Turns reasonably well, as Ishin cubes do, but you know they're no Moyu 5x5 speed cubes, whatever the new one is called, I can't remember. This has been restickered again from the original Ishin colour scheme because I didn't like the pink and stuff, so I've restickered it with more traditional colours. But other than that, it's in excellent condition. Not that means it's in bad condition. This is Mefferts Ghost Cube, as you can see. I don't know how well it shows under the light, how it might look a bit shinier than it actually is, looking in the viewfinder. However, it is actually a matte gold sticker on this. This is actually a very rare puzzle. These were never made available for general sale. The only way you could acquire one of these was by pre-ordering the entire set of the original Ghost Cubes that were released, and you got this one with that batch. So you never could go to Mefferts or Jacob and just buy this cube, and that was the only way you could get it. Signed and dated by Uri Meffert, and signature protectors over the signature. A rare, I think. I haven't seen another one of these for sale at any time, but it's kind of a Valicon Tower style puzzle, so it's much like Whip It puzzles or whatever, where you've got to get all the balls in the same column. But this is 7 layers, whereas most Valicon tires are normally 4 layers. Like I say, I haven't seen if it's 7 layer one anywhere else. I don't really know a lot about it. This playing card kind of stickered 3x3 that didn't sell last week and got automatically relisted before I had any say in the matter. This one, I'm afraid I don't know the name of. It's by Wonderful Puzzler. It's in its original box, as you can see, and it looks very much like a mask cube, except it's got coloured centres. I really don't know the name of this, unfortunately, but I assume it's a vintage puzzle and reasonably rare. But again, I don't really know a huge amount about it. Now which one's this? Right, this I've got 2 3x4x5s, and you'll see later on that there's a proper 3x4x5, but this is actually a very rare custom made puzzle. It's called the Evil Cuboid. Now it's called a cuboid, obviously because it's a cuboid shape. It's called Evil because it's in the same kind of vein as the Evil Twins 4x4, if you've seen that, which is 2 3x3s extended and bandaged to form a 4x4 cube. Now this is a very similar thing, except it's made into a 3x4x5, so as you can see it turns quite strangely if you think of it as a 3x4x5. So essentially it's like a Siamese cube, 2 of them joined together, but you get a lot of kind of blocking, much like you do on these Evil Twins, from one layer to another, because you get things like, let's see if we can get one to block. Oh, maybe I'm talking nonsense. But anyway, it's extended, so it must do at some point, but I can't see where it is right now to block. I think it... Oh, whatever. Anyway, it's a Siamese cube extended to look like a 3x4x5 cuboid, and I think this is an excellent puzzle, really well made. Really looks the part of a 3x4x5 until you start trying to turn it and it doesn't work. But yeah, a very excellent fun puzzle, that one. Diansheng Case Cube 3x3 shape mod, one of my all-time favourite shape mods, this one. Shape shifts really dramatically, as you can see, and actually has some nice parities that add to the difficulty of the solve as well. One in particular is very difficult to figure out, I don't want to spoil it, but Scube Ultimate Methods version, a couple of small dirty marks but nothing really major. Got the fluorescent textured German vinyl, as you can see, and it's really just a super Scube shape mod, very fun puzzle. Witteden, which one's this? Super 3x3x5 version 01, which means you've got one 0 face, so the centre circle stays still when you turn this, and one face, so, oh no, this is 2 zeros. Because one, yeah, it's definitely in the 00 box, but I won't need to sort that out. This is the 00 version, I need to swap its box around to the right one. So the centre circle is, actually no, I've already listed this on eBay as 01, so I'll swap it around with the other one. Because otherwise I'll be selling the wrong puzzles to what I've got listed. So the other one should have a white face that spins with the circle. A lot of fun, these puzzles, this entire series is. I really recommend this. Definitely one of the most fun series to solve, in my opinion, and it's even a challenge to scramble. You can see all these split pieces here. These are quite challenging to scramble to start, because as they are right now, they're bandaged and can't be split up, so you've got to find ways to do that as well, which is all part of the puzzle. A regular Shengshou 4x4 turns pretty well, Shengshou cubes do. A Shengshou Megaminx stickered with the corner and edge ultimate sticker set, designed by somebody on Twisted Puzzles forum whose name escapes me at the moment. Stickers by Oliver Stickers and stickered by me. I think it looks fabulous, and obviously it's more difficult to solve than regular Megaminx. It's got super properties and it's quite difficult with piece recognition because of all the extra colours you've got, and well, it looks fabulous as well. What more could you ask for? Fun little Diansheng Diamond Cube, quite a tricky puzzle to solve this actually, as 3x3 shape mods go, because you've only got shape to go by, no colour. And it looks quite good with these kind of hologrammatic stickers. It's in a kind of ice blue or transparent blue plastic, and yeah, it's an interesting shape as well. Fun little puzzle. Now this is quite rare, as far as I'm aware. They don't make these anymore. This is Methods brand jewel puzzle, designed by Christophe Bandelot. So this is the kind of genuine version, whereas the others are knockoffs. As far as I'm aware, anyway. The Diane Jewel version must be a knockoff, I assume. But anyway, I haven't seen one of these for sale for a long time, so it's quite a rare chance to grab a Methods brand one. You see the Diane one, but not the Methods one. So here's the other 3x4x5. This is the proper 3x4x5. Widely regarded as one of the most fun and challenging mass-produced cuboids there is. Designed by Tom Z originally, even though he doesn't use his mechanism. MFA gave him credit. It's a brick cuboid, which means it only shapeshifts in one direction because you've got two odd numbered layers and an even layer. The even layer can't shapeshift with anything, with the 3 side or the 5 side, so they can't shapeshift. However, the 3 into the 5 does shapeshift. You might have heard or read people complain about the turning quality of this, but I really never had a problem with it. I tensioned it correctly, and it turns like a dream. It's easily fingertipable. I had one explosion very early on in my ownership of this and had to reassemble it. Since then I've had no problems because it's been tensioned correctly and it's been sold numerous times. It's still in excellent condition and it's very well broken in, and honestly it really does turn like a dream. You couldn't ask for more from a puzzle like this, to be honest. I mean, obviously it's not a speed cube, but it's as good as you can ever expect something like that to be. Quite a rare, I think. It's quite small, this, by the way, as you can see. It's not a keychain size, but it's not kind of full-size puzzle size, I don't think. But anyway, it's a corner-turning octahedron, so obviously you can turn the corners, and it's octahedron shaped. What more can I tell you? An extremely rare Shapeways puzzle, designed by David Picture. I bought this before the price of Apocalypse on Shapeways when Twisted Puzzle prices went through the roof. This is an excellent puzzle. It took me quite some time to figure out how to solve on this, and there's no help anywhere because very few people own one of these. You will very, very, very rarely, if ever, see one of these for sale on eBay again. It's very interesting moves. You've got this one here that turns a massive number of pieces, and then these tips also turn as well. And yeah, as I said, it took me quite some time to figure this one out, months in fact, and I was really happy when I finally figured out a 3-cycle of the pieces I was struggling with, only probably a couple of months ago now actually, and I finally got it solved. Landline brand edges only void cubes, obviously it's void, and it's just basically behaves like the edges, just the edges of a 3x3 cube, so you haven't got your corners to solve, just the edges. A Zheng brand egg puzzle, very difficult to solve, very tricky 3x3 shape mod, so many possible false equivocation type parities. Really was. I titled the video I made about this originally as my new favourite 3x3 shape mod because it took me ages to solve it the first time, and I solved it many times after that just because it's so fun and quite a good difficulty levels. It's an interesting 120 collection, that one. A QJ brand 2-layer super square one, so it's super square one like the MFH with the circle in the middle and things rotate around the circle. Turns okay. It does have some issues once you get to the point, if you solve it like that, where you got all the corners in one layer and kind of a fish shape on the other. Things get a bit loose on one side because the pieces aren't a bit oddly sized sort of things, so they don't quite fit into the layers properly. But other than that, it's fun puzzle. It's a cheap little thing. 6 coloured flower minks. It's not Meffert's brand. I don't know who made it. It wasn't Meffert's. Stickers are a little not the best. There's only a couple of them, but they're slightly damaged, and that's how it arrived with me. Turns okay, and with only having 6 colours, you can see I've got green on the left, blue on the right there on this black face. If I go to the other black face, it's the other way around, blue on the left, green on the right. So it kind of messes with your piece recognition because you've got see, you've got a black, green and yellow corner there and another black, green and yellow corner there, but the colours are the opposite way around. So it can take you a while to find the right piece, and very common to get the wrong one. Quite a rare little puzzle here. I have solved this, but it's not solved at the moment, unfortunately. It's made by Togo. I have no idea what year or anything. Quite a difficult puzzle. You've got to basically get all the balls the same colour in these tubes. You've got a different number of each coloured ball, and it spins around the centre here. So yeah, tricky little puzzle. I needed help to solve that one. Couldn't manage it myself. Another very rare custom made puzzle. This is only the second one ever made by Rex Perez for me. It's called the Half Hexaminx. I've got a video on this on my channel, but basically it's very much in the same vein as the Hexaminx, but it's made from just 3 faces of a Megaminx. It turns okay. You do have to be a little bit careful, as with a lot of custom puzzles. They're not absolutely perfect like mass-produced puzzles, because they are handmade. Very difficult to solve. I was in fact the first person in the world to solve one of these, which is quite nice to know. And as you can see, it works very much the same as a regular Hexaminx. It's got all the same shape-shifting properties, but you do have to have a little bit of care when lining things up. But you can see it shape-shifts wildly, and I don't want to scramble it because it took me ages to solve it. Not when I'm selling it. But yeah, very fun puzzle, that one, and one I really enjoyed having in my collection. This one is the Roadblock 3 puzzle. Haven't had this one very long, so this is Another one from Whitty Eden, part of the 3x3xN series. They didn't release this until I think this year. So you've got all the layers like on the roadblock that you turn in the middle, but it's also got these centres that block, same as on the regular roadblock, but you've also got all the corners split into three, whereas the regular roadblock one had solid corners, like very much like on a regular 3x3 cube. So this just has them split up with the 3x3x9 pieces, and adds an extra level of solving difficulty to the challenge. Sure you're aware what this is, but it's a very rare one, I'm sure you know nonetheless. It's a purple ghost cube, difficult to show just how reflective these things are on camera. It doesn't, hopefully you can see me there, just to give you an idea. It doesn't necessarily show very well, especially in photographs. They really never look as shiny as they really are in person. A few fingerprints around it, because that's what they get when they're handled. It'll polish off easily enough, and it's in excellent condition because it's never been solved, that one. I use 4x4x5 cuboid, excellent little cuboid, turns nicely. Occasional catch because some of the pieces aren't capped, but it's really not anything worth complaining about. It's really not that bad, and it's an excellent fun cuboid puzzle. This was my first introduction to kind of higher order cuboids, and I was really happy that I managed to figure that one out by myself at the time. So yeah, took me quite a while, but I was really satisfying when I got there. A Bermuda Megaminx. This is the Jupiter version. First one I got of these Bermuda Minxes, and if you follow my channel, you'll know that I'm a big fan of these entire series. And this one I remember most fondly, I think probably because it was the first one I got and the first one I solved, and therefore gave me an immense sense of satisfaction, because they are quite tricky puzzles, not incredibly difficult because you've got plenty of kind of space to work, but there is a lot of bandaging. You can see you've got all these weird shaped faces. I can't turn that face, so I need to release it. Still can't turn it, so I need to release it with that one, but I can't turn that face, so I need to release it with that one. And there's just setup moves everywhere you want to turn. You have to do setup moves, and it's still bandaged. I still can't turn the purple face. It's so many setup moves you wouldn't believe, and in the middle of every algorithm you have to do some setup moves and undo them and do some different ones. It's very time consuming. I always think of them kind of like a maze, finding your way around exactly where you need to go next and what you need to solve next. Next is the MF8 constrained Megaminx. So you've got these centres that constrain each face, just like on the constrained cubes from Calvin series. The difference is this is a kit. It came with all these extra centres so that you can pop out the ones that are in there, place these in, and you've got a whole range of extra puzzles because each different centre type allows. You can see that I can turn these to, oh God, that's one that's stuck with the bag onto, I can't turn that. So I can turn them, each face to 3 positions before the constraining centre stops it. You've got ones that allow 4 and ones that allow just 2 as well. And yeah, so you've got a lot of different challenges in that one. Another extremely rare custom made puzzle. This is the Bandaged AI Megamorphics made by GR Cubed. This is the version 2, and it's by far the most difficult of the series. The reason it's more difficult is because you haven't got much in the way of equivalent pieces, because of what on the centres being 2 coloured. You can't interchange the centres at the end of solve, which is what you would normally do to solve a Bandaged AI puzzle, and it makes this one very tricky to solve. I actually never managed it. I've had to disassemble it and reassemble the last 2 edges because that's the only way I can get it solved for the sale. Bermuda Star Puzzle by Diane. Much like the Bermuda Cube Mercury with just one large triangle, but it solves very similarly, but it obviously looks a lot different, and it's difficult to see which ones are your centres and things because there's so many similar looking pieces. Quite challenging. Cheap little Go-On, which is, in my accent, Yorkshire-ish, means go ahead, go on. That's his brand name, and it's called a concave cube. Looks more kind of like a optical illusion. Fun little puzzle with cheap little thing. Calvin's brand Fisher Twist puzzle by Aton. I'm sure you've seen that in other videos recently. This video was going on far too long, sorry about that. Still got a lot to get through. Hope you're not bored. Diane Bermuda Cube. This is the Earth version 2 of the large triangle, so lots of bandaging. Very fun to solve this one. Many setup moves required to solve it. Landland brand Corner Cutted Helicopter Cube. Yes, that is the real name. That's not me. That's I think they lost something in translation when they tried to convert it to English, and of course it jumbles like every helicopter cube variant does. Cube Twist brand 3x3x7 Triamese Mirror Box Tower. So it's basically 3 mirror box cubes joined together, and very challenging to solve. So there's your top one, there's your bottom one, and you can see you can also turn the middle one. Yeah, I've got other videos on this on my channel if it's something you want to see. Even got a tutorial for that one. Landland 4x4 shape mod called the Peg Top, whatever that is meant to mean. Yeah, just a 4x4 shape mod, but with the colours, 8 colours around the corners, so you have to solve it a bit differently to where you would a regular 4x4. With the Mix Up Plus Cube, this is the 4x4 version, and definitely probably one of my favourite series again by Witch Eden. Mix Up Cube like you would, so you can got mix up moves like you would on any of the Mix Up Cube with 45-degree turns on the centre layer, and also obviously you can split those 2 layers up and do them differently, and you also get a lot of bandaging because I've actually got some there. I can't now turn those centre layers because you've got this piece here blocking it. Yeah, a lot of fun this series, entire series. I had a whale of a time figuring out how to solve all of those Mix Up and Mix Up Plus cubes. Really challenging, but in a fun way. Another Calvin's House Cube, sold a few of them already, you should have all seen them, I'm sure. Calvin's 2x4x6 by Hunter Palchuk designed. Basically a bandage 4x4x6, but it's the first mass-produced ultimate shapeshifter. Because you've got even layered in every direction, so you've got 2x4x6, which means it can shapeshift in every possible direction. Loads of bandaging and very challenging to solve. Definitely, if you can solve the 4x4x6 quite easily, that doesn't mean you're going to solve this one easily. It's very challenging. Took me quite some time to solve that the first time, and I recommend it highly. An old Prince Charles Lady Diana commemorative wedding cube thing. It's in okay condition. Just came in a batch of puzzles, not something I'd buy on its own because I'm an anti-royalist. Walker's Max, cheap little 3x3 promotional cube. Calvin's Windmill Wall Cube version 2. So you basically got a windmill cube around this centre and a regular 3x3 top and bottom. So you have to offset the centre layer before you can turn it. Fun little puzzle. 3x3 ball puzzle in reasonably good condition. No idea about the brand or origins of it, but it's in good condition, that one. One of the Optic puzzles. Sorry, I'm rushing through a bit because I've spent far too much time on this video already. So this is Optic version 3. This is the first version I'm selling that's got the coloured corners, which adds a bit of extra difficulty level compared to the ones with the black corners that I've already sold, not solved. Calvin's, what we've got, X Cube. I'm sure you've seen the X Cube before. Shape-shifting 3x3x5 series puzzle. I think it was the first one released out of that series, and I was really excited to get that one when it first came out. It's a lot of fun. Another Bermuda Megaminx. This is the Saturn version. This is one of the easier versions of the series. Only got 2 of the weird shaped centres. You got 1 trapezoid, 1 rhombus, and yeah, a good introduction to the series if you're interested in getting them, because it'll teach you a lot about solving them without being the most difficult ones you can get. Jiansheng brand 3x3x2, crazy 3x3x2 even. You've got a circle on the top, circle on the bottom, and I'm not going to give the secret away, but you can see the yellow circle is not turning at the moment, and the white circle is. Very tricky to solve that one, actually, more difficult than you might imagine. Fun little 3x3 picture cube with little green men all around it, in good condition. MF8 helicopter can't speak, a dodecahedron. So edge turning puzzle, like all the helicopter curvicopter variants, and as with all of those, it jumbles in just the same way, so you get all the jumbling fun and difficulty included. This is the version 2 of the puzzle. They reworked the mechanisms to try and make it better. Whether it is much better or not, I don't know, because I never had the version 1 to compare it to, but it seems to turn okay to me. Cube Twist brand conjoined cubes puzzle. It's very much like a Siamese cubes, except it's joined slightly differently. Instead of just being on one edge, it moves up a layer. Instead of one layer, it moves up to 2 layers and adds some extra bandaging. Fun little conjoined Siamese type puzzle. The Quattro cube, which is a puzzle modification I invented myself. I'm pretty sure I was the first one to do it. I know Twisty Puzzling did it on his channel, but I'd done it before he did. I actually even commented that in the video when he did it. But not that I think it belongs to me or anything, but yeah, this was never released for sale. You can only get this one by taking apart 2 of the puzzles in the series and reassembling them like this. So this version was never released for sale. You can't buy this as it is. I'll reassemble in the box later. A Scube Kite, which is a rhombic dodecahedron Scube shape mod. Fun little super Scube. If you're a football fan, this is an Arsenal football club, as I am an Arsenal fan. Rubik's brand picture cube with the Emirates Stadium and some team photos of it, etc. A maze cube 3x3, I think, yeah, this is a Shengxiao Speed Cube restickered with this. Excuse my phone, that's people bidding on my other eBay auctions. Scrambled, as you can see, because I could never figure out how to solve the thing. The idea is to get a line that crosses every single sticker on the puzzle in one long line. I could never solve the thing. One I bought recently, a Meffett's gear barrel. Hasn't been out very long. Very good quality. These tiles are very nice, I think, and basically a shape mod of the Oscar Van Davis's gear cube, and turns very nicely. Shengxiao 5x5, I'm sure I don't really need to show you that. A Witch Eden Mix Up Plus cube, I don't know which one this is until I get it out of the box. It's a 3x3x4. This was my favourite one of the series. I found it the most challenging because having just one layer of the kind of 4 piece layers made it a lot more difficult to solve them than on the 4x4x4 version. So if you want the tricky one, I'd go for this one. I definitely found that one the most difficult and therefore the most fun. Helicopter cube, this is a Z brand, so it's a knockoff, I'm afraid, but it's the same as helicopter cube, all the same turns and jumbling, etc. Another Witch Eden Mix Up Plus cube. No, it's not, it's a wormhole 1. So what you get with this is you've got colours down the holes, hence the wormhole, and when you turn certain parts of the puzzle, the colours inside those change as well, so you've got to solve those as well as the outer 3x3, adding quite a lot of extra difficulty to the puzzle. Another 3x3 sticker mod, Shengxiao Speed Cube, so it turns really nicely, easily fingertickle. This is the Shepherd's Cube. The idea is to get all the arrows on each face pointing in the same direction. Again, you can see it's scrambled because, again, I could never figure out how to solve the thing. Rubik's brand Deep Store, whatever that is. Promotional cube, regular Rubik's brand quality. Calvin's Gears Cube, designed by Timur Baturov. Got a tutorial for this one on my channel if you buy it and get stuck. Fun fun little puzzle, not too difficult as gear puzzles go. Yeah, but it looks great and turns nicely. Calvin and Trifrum's Dynamorphinx. I'm not going to get it out of the box because it's kind of stuck in there. It is definitely the right box, but it fits very snugly, so I don't want to get it out on camera. But that's in good condition. One of the Witch Eden camouflage cubes. This is the 2x3x4 version. Very difficult puzzles these until you understand what you're dealing with. They're really not as easy as you might think, and obviously you can see these turn that weird offset weight as all camouflage cubes do, and shapeshift quite wildly and get very bandaged, which is where the difficulty comes in. Smarties branded promotional Varicon tower puzzle in excellent condition, and only Smarties have the answer. Very good condition missing link puzzle, got good condition stickers on both ends, which often are missing on these puzzles. The painted links are in reasonably good condition. There's a couple that are worn, like that white one there, but like the red side there is excellent condition, as is the green, and the yellow is a little bit marked up, and the white's the worst. Diane Gem 5 puzzle. So yeah, number 5 in the series from Diane. Turns okay, not fabulous but not terrible. It's a challenging puzzle. Took me a while to figure this one out. I needed to actually learn how to solve something else first, but I won't tell you what that was and spoil the fun for you. Okay, we're getting towards the end now. Hey, someone bidding on my puzzles again, thank you, whoever you are. Rubik's brand England rugby team picture cube again. So you've got the England rugby team rugby ball and other associated pictures on there. A rare, well, I called it rare simply because I've never seen one of these before, Rubik's brand Australian Aboriginal art cube. I can't remember where I got this from, and I wish my phone would shut up right now, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, very good condition. As I said, no idea where it came from, but I think I probably bought it because my sister lives in Australia, but oh no. 5x5 Shengshao. This is the Pockman Supercube version. And comes in this box, as you can see. Another one of the Witch Eden camouflage cubes. This is the 3x3x3 version, but again turns in this offset way and bandages and shapeshifts quite wildly. Again, a difficult puzzle to solve until you really understand what you're looking at. Diane and MF8 Crazy Octahedron puzzle. This is the Mars version. So you've got, let's see, 1 0 face, 1 face, another 0 face, and another 1 face. So 2 0 faces and 2 1 type faces. Fun and challenging puzzle. Quality is slightly lacking in the turning quality, but other than that, they're excellent quality, excellent fun puzzles. A rare limited edition Calvin's brand Ice Blue, or transparent blue 4x4x6. You can see it's kind of transparent blue colours. Plastic, if I turn all the stickers out the way, you can see it is actually semi-transparent. You can see it's been stickered strangely. This is the 8 coloured version. I did it like this because it's a way to get an equivalent solve to Crazy Bad Cuber's Crazy Pill without spending the insane amounts of money on buying a Crazy Pill, either 3D printed or handmade. Sticker it like this, you've got exactly the same solving process without the expense, and I'll tell you now, it's a challenging puzzle. Enjoyed this one a lot, figuring out how to solve that one. Box is a bit beaten up, I'm afraid, but the puzzle is in excellent condition. Very rare these days. The last one I've got of these MF8 and Diane Crazy Tetrahedrons. This is the Venus version. You've got a 1 0 face, 1 face, and two faces on this one. Very difficult to solve puzzles, those. And finally, at last you all say, a Rubik's clock, which is in excellent condition in the box, and the box is in really nice condition as well. So if you want a boxed version of this puzzle, it's and this is one for you. The clock turns a little stiffly, but it functions absolutely fine. It's normal for them to be quite stiff as the age they are, and it's easy to lubricate them. You can find tutorials on the internet how to do it, but it all functions absolutely right as it is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching again, guys. Again, thank you for all of those of you that are bidding on my items, and I'll see you next time.